to my first video of December Diaries. Since I landed in the country on 1st of December, I am actually starting the series today, that is 2nd of December. I hope you don't mind. If you don't know what this series is all about, I am basically filming and uploading one video every single day of December, sharing my reflections, basically my diary with you, and hoping that that will help you have a reflective end of the year. So the first thing that I have been thinking about is the country of my birth, and that is India. I was recently asked a question about whether I plan to continue living in India or whether I want to move abroad somewhere, and that really got me thinking. So to give you some perspective, obviously I'm Indian and I was born in a northern state of India called Uttar Pradesh in a city called Kanpur. So that's where my maternal grandparents lived and worked, and that's where I was born. I then moved to Western India in a city in the state of Maharashtra, which is Mumbai, which at that time was called Bombay. And so I lived there and I grew up there. And currently I'm living in a state which is in the southern part of India called Tamil Nadu, in a city called Coimbatore. So this is where I work. And in the middle I had a couple of years where I was living in another part of Tamil Nadu, which is Ooty. That's where my boarding school was. And so that's my life. So I started in the north, came west, and now I'm down south, and I have no idea where I'll end up. India is such a vast country. India is such a diverse country that I honestly don't think that even I know how much India has to offer, because I haven't seen India thoroughly. I haven't explored India thoroughly enough, and so I can't do it justice. But I also know that its diversity, its color, its food, its spirituality, its positive vibes, its history, its communities of people living alongside each other is what has made up this country, and I really want to see it remain for what it was and what the world sees it for. I am so grateful to be born into this country, because I know that we don't have a choice of where we're going to be born. We're just born into a country, and that's what our nationality becomes. I honestly think that this is the country that I was meant to be born into, that this is the place I need to be in, and this is a place where I need to fulfill my purpose, and for that I'm very grateful. I am a firm believer in you are where you're meant to be, and even though over the years I had a few opportunities and the privilege to be able to go to some other country and study there or live there, I knew in my heart of hearts that this is where I needed to be, this is where I'm meant to be for now. Now, I'm a person who loves so many cultures of the world. I love traveling. I love meeting people from different cultures, and I love certain aspects of different cultures, and I've adopted certain aspects of different cultures into my own life. But I also know that despite all of that, this is where I'm supposed to be right now. I'm supposed to be in this country, serving its people in whatever way I can, and that gives my life meaning regardless of where I am in this country. I know that in this global world, we can choose to live in any part of the world we want if we have the means, but I also know that each one of us are called to be in a particular place for a particular point in our life. And it is very important for us to realize that the grass is obviously greener on the other side. It seems greener on the other side. But if we accept the fact that where we are is where we're meant to be, it makes life so much easier. And we start to enjoy life and enjoy the experiences and enjoy this phase in our life. So if you find yourself pining to be somewhere else, pining to be anywhere but here, I would like to remind you that you are meant to be here, exactly here. Wherever you are meant to be there, and that might not be permanent, it might be temporary, or it might be permanent, but whatever it is, just soak in the experiences, soak in the culture, soak in whatever you're learning, because no matter where you are in the world, there's so much to learn. You cannot say that you're in a place where you're not learning anything. There's just so much to learn wherever you are, and you will find people you can learn from. And so that's what I'm trying to do, because I sometimes do long to be in my comfort zone in my home city of Mumbai, and I do wish I could live there, and I sometimes even wish that I could just pick up and leave and move to any corner of the world. but I do know that this is where I'm supposed to be right now, and unless I accept that, unless I make the most of that, my life is going to be miserable. So as I think about my country, as I think about the place I'm in right now, I constantly remind myself that this is where I'm meant to be, this is where I need to be, and there is something that I can give this place and this place can give me. And that knowledge and that acceptance is the best feeling in the world ever. So to answer the question that I was asked last week, I do want to live in India for now because there's something that I need to do here, and until I do it, I'm not moving anywhere. So that's all for my thoughts on my country, India, and the place I'm living in right now. And I hope that you were able to think about where you are right now, where you're living, where you were born, and be thankful for that. Be thankful of the experiences you got because of where you were born, and be thankful for who you are right now and where you are right now. And if you would like, I would love to hear where you're from and why you are thankful to be from that place and what you have learned being in that place. It's just an experience. It's just an experience, and all of us are going through life together in different places. Life is the same, but the experiences are different. So I would really love to hear where you're from. You can share that in the comments down below. So I'll see you tomorrow in my next December Diaries video, talking about something that I'm thinking about this month.